What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spread the Positive podcast. I am your host, Trent Denson, founder of Spread the Positive and STP Productions, where our mission is to bring light to what's going right and to showcase and facilitate efforts that are making a positive impact in our local communities and beyond. Be sure to check us out, spreadthepositive.net. And also, if you're looking to get involved with the STP Podcast Network, please reach out and just check out all the amazing shows that are on the network. We continue to grow. We continue to build. Be part of the solution. Be part of what's going right. Welcome to the show. This episode of the Spread the Positive podcast is brought to you by the 1200 Club supporters. Huge shout out to our good friends, Mary Fugit with Gateway Title. For all of your real estate closing needs, be sure to hit up Mary over at Gateway Title. The team at Gateway is second to none, and we highly recommend them for all of your real estate transactions, refinancing needs, and anything of the sort. Please check them out. Huge thank you to Mary. As always, we love you. Casey Broach with KK Fitness Training. Casey is a personal trainer on the Faster Way app. She has actually gone through the Faster Way herself. This app has a crazy proven track record of helping people get to their fitness goals quicker with a healthier approach, and it's changing people's lives around the country and around the world. Casey is killing it in this area. She is passionate about helping people. She's done it herself, she believes in it, and she can walk you through this entire process. So be sure to check out at KK Fitness Training on Instagram, and you can reach out to her via email, kkfitnesstraining@gmail.com. Big shout out to you, Casey. Keep killing it. We appreciate your continued support of the 1200 Club here at Spread the Positive. Thank you so much. Last but not least, this episode is brought to you by Pete Adams and Travis Swan over at Adams and Swan. Adams & Swan is your local advertising and digital marketing company that uses a results-driven approach to small and medium business revenue growth. They develop a custom strategy that is specific to your business and create dynamic advertising and digital marketing campaigns that deliver new clients and customers. Check them out at adamsandswan.com. Big shout out to my guys, Pete and Travis. Thank you for the support, guys. Means so much. Can't wait to have you in. Y'all be sure to check them out. adamsandswan.com. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Spread the Positive podcast. I am your host, Trent Denson. As always, got another great show for y'all today. Local business owner here in Murfreesboro. All things marketing, branding, design, all of the things we all need help with around any type of aspect of business. So super excited to welcome Miss Cameron Kim. How are you?
Hello. I'm good.
You doing good? So typically the way I like to do it is to take it back to young Cameron. Okay. Childhood, early passions, just kind of what shaped you into who you are today.
Cameron. Okay.
Just a wee Cameron. Yeah, take it away.
Well, I was born in Georgia.
Okay.
I was a beach baby.
Nice.
Until I was around 12. My dad was a musician, so that's how we ended up in Nashville.
Nice.
And so we've been here ever since. And so...
When did you move?
That was 2002.
Okay.
2003.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So you've been here a while.
Yes. So we, ever since then, I've just been doing I've always marched to the beat of my own drum, done my own thing.
Love it.
Because we did move around a lot as kids. So I was the new kid every year.
That's tough.
For up until high school.
Wow.
Yeah. So you kind of have to learn how to make friends quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a lot of, I'm not really scared
much of anything
of a room of people anymore. Yeah, because when you
networking
a new
simple.
kid in middle school every year, you nothing's worse than that.
No, that's tough. That's really tough. But makes you stronger, right? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So yeah, networking's no problem. You can
not really.
work a room, no problem.
Yeah, it's kind of water off a duck's back at this point.
Totally.
Yeah. I saw my mom. She worked a ton. She was one of those very independent, strong, independent, you don't need no man kind of women. And so she instilled the drive, like, go to college
Yep.
and get that degree and, be something for yourself, because she necessarily didn't have those opportunities. And so she was all about, being a working woman and doing whatever you put your mind to.
Yeah.
So she definitely was the voice of like pushing you,
Yeah.
or pushing me when I was a kid growing up. And same for my sister as well.
Nice. And was your dad more the creative side?
Yeah, he was the artistic wanderer, dreamer.
So you
and-
kind of got both of those?
yeah, so it was kind of both sides of the spectrum a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So, high school here in Nashville, or was that somewhere else?
I went to high school in Sumner County.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to
Okay.
White House High School.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
For all 4 years.
All
So,
4
yeah,
years,
I
man.
stayed.
How was that?
Yeah, that was my first time ever staying for more than a year.
Nice.
It was strange. Like my schoolmates would be like, "Oh, we've been in kindergarten. We've known,
Yeah,
so
we've
and so
known-
since kindergarten."
Right.
And I was like,
I'm-
"What is that like?"
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Where was college? What'd you do for college?
I went to Western Kentucky
Okay.
University, and I loved it there.
Nice.
Amazing college, and I got a degree in strategic marketing.
Nice. That checks out.
Yeah, when I
checks
first
out.
went, I was torn between marketing and a teacher.
Really?
Actually,
Okay.
I love teaching.
Yeah.
I love kids, and so I was torn on the two. But ultimately, I decided, there was more future involved with the marketing side.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
Teaching world is so crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
was 10, 11, 12 years ago.
Okay. So
And it's crazy just in that time frame how marketing has quadrupled.
oh yeah.
And
True.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So upon graduating, getting your degree, what was next?
Well, I graduated on a Saturday, I think, and I started a job that Monday.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I went to work down in here in Nashville for a branding agency or promotional products company. They're called Geiger. I still work with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. To this day. Nice.
I started as a customer service person,
Mm-hmm.
but after I left there, I went back as a sales rep.
Okay.
And so that's where I've been ever since since 2013.
Wow.
It's a great company. They're the same company who started the Farmer's Almanac.
Wow.
The family's still in
No
business.
way.
Yeah.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah.
That's a fun fact
Yeah.
for you.
So that's where my love of promotional products came from.
Yeah.
Is, that was a very new, they didn't teach us anything about promotional products in college.
Right.
But I found out how fun it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because kind of like you're shopping with other people's money.
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
giving them great advice and
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
That's awesome. So that was the main aspect, was promotional products?
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after I left there to find something closer to home, because the commute was
Yeah.
brutal.
24.
Yeah,
Oof.
I don't see how people do it.
Same.
So-
I've had to do it too. It's
Yeah,
brutal.
It's so I found something closer to home, and I became the marketing manager for a local mortgage company.
Okay.
And so that's where I really felt like in the marketing space, I was able to apply everything I learned in school, but bloom within that role. I was in a really safe and creative environment at the time. My boss at the time was, he wanted to be on the cutting edge of what was different and what was new. He liked those things. And so it was a challenge to me to constantly stay researching and ahead of things.
For
because of
mortgages?
Huh?
Like to market
Yeah,
the mortgage
in
company?
the mortgage
Yeah.
space. And so it kind of pushed me.
Yeah.
It was frustrating at times.
I'm sure.
But because of that, I feel like I learned so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the aspects for that position was our agents, the real estate agents, so his, preferred partners that he
Right.
works with, they would get marketing consulting courtesy of me for working with him as
Oh,
a
cool.
thank you. That
That's smart.
we put on classes, and they could do one-on-ones and sit down in my office, and we could just, and
That's
I would
awesome.
just say,
That's smart.
lay it out, where are your pain points.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've talked with real estate agents, they're a lot of times a one-man band.
Mm-hmm.
They struggle because they're trying to sell things. They're maybe not natural born marketers.
Sure.
And so sitting down with them and going through the process of, where do you want to be? Where are you not doing so good at? What are your passions in marketing? Like, so many people are like, oh, well, I just hate doing my social media. I hate updating my social media all the time. That's probably number one.
I was about to say.
And I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'm in marketing and I don't do my own social media.
Sure.
So
Do you not
I have social media.
Right.
It's just,
outsource?
no, I
Oh,
do my own.
okay.
But getting myself to do it.
Oh, it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
got
at
you.
the end of the day, I've done everybody else's.
Yeah.
I don't want to do mine.
Yes. I feel that.
So I'm very excited to have this on my social
There you
media.
go. Absolutely. Website, all the above. Yeah. That'll be awesome.
But during that, I found out that, again, it was kind of like bringing in that teacher aspect of things. And I was like, I actually really like this consulting, this one-on-one, this listening to them, almost like a therapeutic
Sure,
experience. Because,
sure.
I'm not going to judge. I'm not in a position to judge. Opinions are like, they,
Yep.
the
We
saying about
know the
opinions.
saying. We know the saying.
So, but I love sharing my advice, my educated advice on it, and we kind of had a good little thing going.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? COVID had hit,
Ooh.
and they were unfortunately looking that they had to downsize. I had enough savings in my savings account, and I was like, you know what? I think I can do this
Yeah.
full time.
Take that leap.
Yeah, I was like, I planned for, or financially, I had 3 months, and I was like, I'll try to get my first contract in 3 months,
Yeah.
and if I fail, I'm okay with starting over or having to get another job somewhere else.
Sure.
And luckily, I got my first contract in 1 month,
There you go.
and it just
Congrats.
exploded.
Nice. That's amazing. So talk to us about the two. So you got a marketing side and a branding side?
Yes.
Okay. Talk to us.
So, for a couple of years, I was trying to tell people we do it all. We do all the marketing. But a lot of times they would forget or not really realize that one of our competitive advantages that we provided was promotional products.
Oh, nice.
Because a lot of agencies they pick their lane and they stay in it.
Yep.
But for us, one of the advantages is brand unification, logo design, but also, me being in the industry for so many years, finding the proper products that they can sell and giving them advice on what that may be. And it comes in handy if you're building a campaign around a specific thing. Promotional products help with that. They can drive home a theme or whatever it may be.
Sure.
And so I was like, you know what? I think I need to separate the two and divide and conquer. And so that's what I did. I separated butter branding.
I love butter branding.
We have
That's
butter branding.
That's so
and,
good.
Yeah, we say your brand could be good, but it could be better with butter.
That's so good.
And then we have Target Mix Marketing still, which is, we're a small group, but I've handpicked people to help with the clients very carefully.
Sure.
I make sure I would even pay them above average just because they're more valuable. I want my clients to get results.
I love that.
And so I try to find the best locally of people who can do that. So ultimately, it's in marketing, you got to market, but you got to have a strong brand presence. I feel like that's the foundation
Across the board, yeah.
of things.
Totally.
And so, yeah, that's really how it started. And so butter branding, we focus on obviously promotional products, but logo design, brand consultation, and then other print designing. So
Okay.
your trifold brochures, business cards, banners, whatever you may need on that side of things.
That's awesome.
We do that. And then target mix marketing, we still just do all of your marketing needs for social media, ads, consulting. That's a big one. Right now is mainly helping people.
Yeah, just talking through it. Yeah.
Talk through it, and then fractional marketing management. So me helping them in fraction of the time and fraction of the cost. That's the most popular, I would say.
That's a big thing right now, isn't it?
It is.
Fractional CMO and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a buzzword.
Yeah,
right
it really
now.
is.
Yeah. So I do that. I help people because everybody's budget is different.
Yep.
So I try to help them with what I can with their budget. We're definitely not a, we have a menu and it's a set thing. And if you can't afford us, then sorry.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, even right now, times are tough. People have to make the most that they can with their pennies.
Yep.
And so that's where I really enjoy working with them.
Sure.
And saying, you know what, if you only have this amount a month, that's okay. Here's what I can do for you in that time. And
there you go.
Yeah.
That's good. You gotta know your worth. It's tough. It's tough when it's a good idea. It's a great client. There's great potential, but the budget's not there. And it's tough sometimes.
Yeah. And I feel like with marketing becoming such a saturated field now, everybody can do something, especially with social media, because of the younger generations coming into the workforce. Doesn't necessarily mean they're a qualified marketing professional just because they know how to work Instagram. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been tough, and unfortunately, you see a lot of people now they're getting bitter tastes in their mouth because so and so screwed them over or whatever that may be.
Yeah, it's marketing is a wild world. It really is.
I often call it the wild west.
It is
these days with algorithm changes and TikTok was deleted, but it wasn't deleted.
Right.
It's just like we never know what's next.
Yeah, 100%. So butter branding and target mix, I love that. I think that's really smart how you decided to do that and kind of, like you said, divide and conquer. That's super, super smart. I know we have a mutual, friend, client of yours. I want to shout out Minutes Wisely, Mr. Richard Fleek and the team over there. I'm actually a board member with Minutes Wisely, and it's such an awesome organization. Great example of what's going right. That's what we do here at Spread the Positive.
He was a pleasure to work with.
I bet. Yeah, he's a great guy. Good friend of mine. I've spent like Thanksgiving at his house, man. So he's been a close friend of mine for a long time, and super proud of the work he's doing. It's super inspirational. And but if you don't mind, just talk to us a little bit about that rebrand, because you killed it. First of all, it's so good. And it's gotten rave reviews. Everybody in the organization loves it. Everybody, just top to bottom, it was so good. So do you mind speaking on that a little bit?
For Minutes Wisely?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a great example of it just being two people figuring it out and talking. And so we met face to face and just got to know all about him. It's very apparent immediately how passionate he is about what he does.
Yep.
And so when I see someone that passionate about something, I get equally excited about that.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So he just told me, this is what my goals are. This is where we plan to go. Here's what we've used in the past. And I was like, oh, okay, this is fantastic. And of course, my marketing and branding mind, when he's talking about his goals and what he wants, it just is like rapid fire. It starts going crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I got to know you a little bit. What we decide is when I get home, usually what I do is I send a questionnaire, a logo questionnaire.
Love
and it's a PDF sheet of multiple pages, and it basically walks you through the archetypes of logo design.
Love
so it's like question 1. Here's 7 different types of logos. There's the icon. There's the abstract icon. There's just words. There's, and so I was like, which one do you identify with? Part 2, what type of fonts do
There you go.
you like? Strong line work? Do you like more organic, flowy line work? And then on the last of the page, we have a page dedicated to color theory.
Okay.
So, what colors emulate the emotions that you want your brand to emulate? Blue for medical, those
Sure.
types of things. And so, he went through that, and he, kind of showed me what his style was.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I go and I pull some examples that I've found online. And I was like, "Am I following you on the right path?" And he's like, "Yep, this is what I'm looking for." And then we just go to the drawing board. We do initial sketches, and that's how it starts. And then
That's awesome.
we came to a final thing. And for us, we always provide your brand guidelines. So what the CMYK color codes of everything, the font names that you're going to need, and all of your file types. So anything from JPEG to a vector file that you'd need as well. Because working in the promotional products industry, if you don't have a vector file,
You got to have
Get
a
one.
vector. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
so
100%.
I feel like I would roll over in my grave if I gave someone a logo without it being a vector.
Right. That's so true. That's good. I love that. I love and I remember him kind of telling us about, the color choices and the thought process behind everything. And it was just
Yeah.
it was super thorough and like really encapsulated everything of the brand
Yeah.
and the mission. And
Yeah.
it was awesome. Well done. Well
Yeah.
done.
And he really took the time to explain each part. Like, this is why it's important that this logo be represented this way. So then that way we could approach it, especially with something like he's doing, with respect, right? Because we want to be respectful. We don't want to make any errors or uneducated designs and then something not be right.
Sure. That's everything. It's got to be a two-way street, right? You both got to have that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not mind readers, but
Yeah, close in some scenarios, close. But that I was just super impressed. I was super impressed by the whole being in this world a little and helping people with, pod covers and thumbnails and all the stuff. It was really well done. So
Thank you.
yeah, shouts to you. That was an awesome. It was just I didn't know what to expect. I know he's talking about doing a rebrand and Jessica was involved some and all of that. So shout out to Jessica.
Yes.
Brian as well, STP, longtime supporter. And so I knew it was going to be good. And we had met at Fourth Friday, I think. So I kind of had an idea of who you were and I saw some of your stuff. And I think I have one of your trifolds and I was like, okay, yeah, it's going to be good.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank
you're doing
you.
the right things. It's super, I'm, big fan over here. I wish I could afford to have more support, but maybe soon.
Yes. Well, I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm
I
rambling.
think where it comes from is similar to Richard. Is being passionate about what you're doing, and then
It's everything.
it translates through. Similar to what you're doing. If you're passionate about something, it's like flies to honey.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and that's, I guess, one of my recommendations for people is find those people in business
Yes.
that are passionate, that's clearly passionate about what they do, and choose to do work with them, because at the end of the day, they're going to have your best interests
100%.
in mind.
Yep.
And I guess for me in my positive journey through business, because business is tough.
Yes,
And they
yes,
tell
it
you
is.
not to wear your heart on your sleeve, and I'm still trying to learn how to do that.
It's really hard, isn't it?
Yes, but when you have a client and you work with them every day or every week, you see them all the time for years, and you get to know their family. I take that seriously.
100%. Yeah.
And they're consistently choosing to use me in this wild, wild west of marketing people.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I would say if you're looking for a professional, and I can only speak for marketing or whatever, find that person who loves what they do
Yes.
and gets excited.
Yep.
And so, because sometimes, I don't know, people have poker faces or they're hard to warm up.
Sure.
But, go with the ones that love it.
100%.
And you
That's
won't
great
regret
advice.
it.
That's great advice. Great advice. So what's on deck? Huge shout out to the newest member of the STP 1200 Club, Mr. Sean Moran with Red Barn Financial. Are you seeking a financial advisor who shares your values? Sean Moran at Red Barn Financial offers faith-based financial guidance. We'll help you make sound financial decisions that align with your Christian beliefs. Call Sean today at 615-619-6919 for more information. Big thank you to you, Sean, for supporting the 1200 Club. Be sure to reach out to Sean. He is amazing at what he does and an amazing resource for all things financial advising. Thanks again, Sean. So what's on deck? What's on deck for both sides of the business, and what's coming down the line?
Yes, I'm so excited to talk about it. Well, first, literally coming soon is a baby. So
Right, congratulations.
that is quite literally on the deck right now. I'm due in July.
Wow.
So I've pulled back a little bit on all of my networking and things, just nesting and preparing for
Sure.
motherhood. It's my first time, so prayers.
Yeah,
Just
for
send your
sure.
prayers for me.
Up. Yep.
We're very excited to meet her. But I guess it kind of goes back to what my mom taught me as a kid, to never be still. Be still in peace.
Sure,
and find
sure.
peace. But I just love working.
Yeah.
And, my husband he's fantastic and supports me in anything I want to do. So if I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, which I plan to do, I take my time with,
Sure.
because luckily I don't have a job that requires me to return at a specific date.
That's
But
awesome.
I love working because I love talking to people.
Yeah.
It's the teacher in me. It's the social person in me. So I've really been working on what are my value-added services going to be when I come back.
Sure.
Because again, marketing, I feel like just saying you do marketing doesn't cut it
Sure.
anymore, because everybody does marketing.
Sure.
So we're going to niche down
Okay.
and really let my contractors do what they do best. And then really try to focus on this massive need in the market right now, which is customer experience marketing.
Let's go.
And customer experience strategies. I'm sure a lot of people have experienced it, that customer service seems to be lacking.
Yeah.
But what's funny, when I talk to customers, I always say, what are the top things you provide to people? And they'll usually say, well, our customer service, what we provide to people. I'm like, how good is your customer service?
There you go. That's good.
And we did a small little trial, where basically we had these Google ads running, and the Google ads would record the ad lead that come in, and they would pick up the phone and say. So we were recording those to see what quality of those leads were coming in. But during that, we found out that the receptionist wasn't fully working that lead. So they basically would answer like, hello, like not
Sure.
even business name, like, hello. Customer would say, can you do X, Y, Z? And they would be like, not really. And then, okay, bye. And then
Oh,
hang up.
wow.
So we went in and we're like, okay, let's have a lunch training.
Sure.
And here's why we need to work these leads better. We're not making our receptionist sales professionals, because that's not what they're there to
Sure.
do. But this is why we have a certain thing that we want to say, because that was a qualified lead and we paid for it.
Right.
So getting the most out of that.
That's awesome.
Yes. So customer service experience is huge on my deck right now.
That's really good. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you. And nobody else take my idea, because
Don't-
I've been working hard on it.
That's right.
Just kidding.
I mean,
if
you
anyone
got to
wants
do
to
it.
talk to me about it, let me know, because I'm like a sponge right now. I'm soaking it all in.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's everything. That's so smart.
Yeah.
And having the foresight to even do that, like, props. Like, that's
Thank you.
it's the first line of defense, right? Like, you
Yeah.
gotta capitalize and at least get it to somebody that can, go through the whole sales process and really,
Exactly.
have the right answer. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's so needed.
And happy customers make happy business owners,
Mm-hmm.
but also happy business owners make happy customers.
Yep.
And then that it's kind of like a smile is contagious,
Yep.
where they take that and they spread the positive.
There you go, man. What a tie-in.
See how I
You're
did full
natural,
circle?
man. You need to flip this script. You need to be doing this. No, that's awesome. I love that, and yeah, super, super needed in this day and age. Just that first point of contact, and then being able to, that's huge.
Yeah.
So customer experience marketing coming down the line after baby and all the things, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's amazing. And yeah, that's great that you have the flexibility to, kind of take your time with it and also continue to build the business and do all the things you're doing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I needed more help, so I just decided to make my own help.
Okay.
And create a child, and then that way she can help me.
There you go. We'll put her to work soon.
Who can say no to a child?
No.
Yeah, she'll be my salesperson.
I mean, Jessica's been working that with Rhett, and it's working. I got no. She has his little business cards. It's genius. That's awesome. But getting into some of the STP signature questions.
Yes.
The tagline's bringing light to what's going right, and in the world of marketing, there's a lot of things that we can probably say need improvement and stuff, but not just in marketing, but in your world in general. What would you say is going right in the world?
I love how social media is shifting to less of a advertisement, and people are buying from basically real people.
Yep.
The honesty, the rawness, the reality, that I feel like brands are finding the most success there. And then they're advocates that advocate for them. So,
Right.
This is why I love working with this brand or something. The real person reviews. That's what's going to. I love that.
Me too.
Because in the past, we don't know the reality of what goes on. But so things like TikTok and your Instagram Reels and Instagram posts, tags on Facebook. I love even seeing like on our group pages on Facebook when someone posts what a business did right.
Yes.
That's so rare.
Yes.
But if you look at the comments, people are usually like, "Oh, I know. I love going to that place.
Yep.
Yes, I can't wait to try them." And so those types of things, you may not think about it, but it helps a business so much. Yeah.
5-star review is like the ultimate.
Yes, and Google reviews.
Yep.
Yeah, leave a Google review.
Yes.
And if you don't feel like you got a 5-star experience, go to the person first.
Yes.
Instead of leaving a lesser review, because ultimately they want to make sure you're going to be happy.
Yep.
So go to them first and see if you can resolve the issue first.
I love that. So true. And people are so quick to do the opposite. And
I know.
Isn't that tough?
Yeah. 1 star because I couldn't find parking.
Right. Yeah. It's totally the business's fault. Yeah. That's awesome. Who is someone, another signature question I always like to ask, who's someone in your life that you would say really lives out the mission of Spread the Positive?
Ooh.
I know.
That is, I've got to say, my church.
Okay.
Being involved in church has really helped with my mindset.
Love that.
After I got married, my husband, I think, would be another one of those people.
Sure.
I like to say he's like the Labrador Retriever and I'm the black cat.
That's great.
He's definitely just happy-go-lucky, but being with him and approaching him and be like, you know what, there's this charity going on and whatever it may be, he's always down for it. Let's go. And yeah.
That's good. What church do you go to?
We go to Lebanon Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay, cool. That's been good for you?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, yeah, that's awesome. What I know we've kind of covered it, but I always like to give, kind of the last word. Just be sure to plug everything, where to find you,
Okay.
how to support you, how to support the business, all the
Yes.
above.
So, again, my name's Cameron Kim. You can find me on Facebook. Mainly, that's where I'm the most active. And that is Target Mix Marketing
Okay.
or Butter Branding.
Right.
So either one of those two, or
Do the
directly.
tagline one more time.
The tagline.
Yeah.
Your brand could be good, but it could be better with butter.
I love it. That's so good.
Thank
I
you.
love it. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so
Just
there,
needed that.
or you can email me at Cameron@targetmixmarketing.com. That's my main email there.
Awesome. And then the final question I always like to ask, I call it the grateful for. 4 things you're most grateful for right now.
Oh, well, I'm going to say right now, having my baby.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Well, anticipating the baby.
Right.
I'm not so excited about the actual having
Sure,
part.
sure.
But number 2, I'm definitely going to say my little happy home that I've built.
I love it.
And my new friends that I've made here in
Yep.
Murfreesboro, like you, Jessica. You guys have been fantastic, really.
Yeah.
So kudos to what you guys do.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
I've even told Jessica as well, like, I will hire you. Like, you are fantastic. And she's like,
so good.
oh no, that's just being a friend. So I think that's 3. So number 4, well, it's not the weather.
Right. I'm saying fake springs all the time.
I think right now I'm just really excited about the new venture in business.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets me out of bed in the morning.
I love that. That's a great grateful for. That's what we do.
Thank you.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure, Cameron. Like I said before, I've seen your work firsthand. Can't endorse you enough. If you need anything in the branding, marketing, promotional products world, Cameron is your girl. She is top notch and doing a lot here in the community too. Just a great person all around, and it's been an honor to have you on. So thank you for joining us. And anything you want to leave the people with?
I had to harvest a kidney for him to say that.
That's fake news.
Just kidding. Thank you. No, nothing. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yep. Well, that's another episode, y'all. Be sure to check out spreadthepositive.net. Got the new website up. Super excited about that. Shout out to Carrie Morgan for her assistance with that. Be sure to check Carrie out at carriemorgan.com. She is a beast at all things keyword analysis, getting you found online, all type of stuff too. A little different than the branding and marketing, but she is awesome and she did a great job on the website. So check out spreadthepositive.net. Got the 1200 Club going as well, looking for people to put their names on shows here that we're producing, and get studio time here in Murfreesboro if it's convenient, all the above. So check out the 1200 Club and the new website. Cameron, thank you again for being on, and we will wrap this one up. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Spread the Positive podcast. For more information about all the things we got going here at Spread the Positive, please check us out, spreadthepositive.net. Get involved with our underwriting, advertising, sponsorship program, start a podcast, or if you just want to support the mission, reach out on spreadthepositive.net or any of our social media handles at Spread the Positive. Look forward to connecting with y'all and giving y'all another fire episode on the next one. Thank you, and we will see you then. Let's go.